Howdy, guys. How are you doing? I am a traditional Southwestern Republican living in the Golden State of California. Now, you know that I am a traditional conservative, right? I'm not a fascist whatsoever. No, no, no. I'm just a guy who really likes checkers, and I come from a German and Russian background, as you could tell with my setup here of my ancestry decorations. I am doing a review here for Checkers for the Atari 2600. Checkers is the graceful art of irony for its kings and soldiers. Vision for a particular idea, like war, can be tested out safely with checkers, because pieces aren't of the flesh but of plastic to suggest the flesh, so that we can be more cautious of more powerful deeds done in war. That is, jumping, eliminating, and crowning. Something particular rests in those last three words. You can compare apples and oranges as you can black and white, such as shakers of pepper and salt here and there, As colors may indicate our vanity for topics we're supposed to be reflecting on instead of drawing a nonsensical conclusion, especially when our foolishness in checkers can be confused as wisdom. Wisdom is most certainly not victory exactly. In fact, you can be pretty smart in checkers and still fall under the same fate shared with the opponent, like what's inside from the outside of life, until the outside goes back in. Pieces sliced and crossed, where dispute resolves the natural, unpreventable madness of war. Ghosts in ourselves for the verified chance in glory to the stars. Checkers is an intense concept. Naturally speaking, knights and kings who copy the moves of nasty aggressors tend to fall under the spell of mortality as it reaches us, blood of heaven upon us, even if the checker pieces are what I'd call imaginary sacrifices used to give ourselves the idea of war without actually pursuing skin and bone. Okay, maybe you'll feel something with your hands, but those bodily limbs will become the fascinators of personality within you, while victories are marked off as art rather than reality. My dog barked at my Celtic goddess statue one time because she was confused about the token and wondered if it was real enough, although for some time she did think it was real. And I got to thinking, is this the intensity we're so familiar with? Wondering if something is real or unreal? A night from the past might as well be like my dog. Confusion of such magnitude can bring a player to his knees on the cry for freedom, likened for sport or dismissed for failure. Dreams as they can happen on a scale from 1 to 10. Does one piece indicate more failure than 10 pieces? How? Eliminations in the game proceed on our doubts, and the best moves can possibly become the final words. Our words leap into the air until eternity is fashioned out of dispute for glory, where hands get sewn to pieces across the board of formally placed squares of red and black. Patterns for glory out of an illusion, a dream, a subtlety out of bounds for diminishing returns and redemption? My positive review for checkers should give some indicators. My 7800 joystick controls the pieces like a thumb to needles, joystick wired and rewired to provide visualization before the TV screen, as disguised in plastic in the ideas we get ignored for, as liberty and justice takes over all of your pieces. Irony of checkers, huh? Yeah, I mean, look at this.